Aloha, this is the weekly preview of what will be happening with these hot issues here in Maui County. I'm Asia Iyer. I'm with the Maui Pono Network. So today, Monday, March 1st, this evening we have I'm sure, riveting discussion about water in the Hoilo area that will be presented by the Sierra Club of Maui. And that can be accessed via their website, the Sierra Club of Maui. And this will continue with their information series on water and the issues that we've been fighting for the last 100 years to get water back into public control and public use. Very, very important for the community to get informed about that. If you have questions, reach out to them, reach out to Maui Pono Network. We'd be happy to address those. Along those same lines, tomorrow, Tuesday, 2nd of March, there will be a great committee meeting for the council that will talk a little bit more about nominations to boards and commissions, and we'll also start the nomination process to a new board, which is the Commission on Healing Solutions to Homelessness. So that should be really interesting. That's at 9 a.m. on Tuesday, so you can tune in on that to hear more about that new commission that the council has enacted this year, 2021. The other really, really important meeting this week is tomorrow, Tuesday, March 2nd at 1:30, and that is the Ag and Public Trust Committee that's run by Shane Sinensi, and they will be discussing the Water Use and Development Plan. Now, this is a plan that every county has to give to the state to let the state know how they would like the fresh water to be used. So the state controls or holds all of the above ground fresh water in the state, and then they lease it or give it back to corporations, public, farmers, whomever, according to the uses that are dictated in the Water Use and Development Plan. So this is a very, very important document. It tells the state who we would like our water to be given to or portioned out to. Now, this Water Use and Development Plan back in November did not pass committee. And then in January, water was placed in the Agriculture and Public Trust Committee. So this is a big maneuvering in order to get water closer to being controlled by the public and by the community and less controlled by corporations. So if you are interested at all in the Water Use and Development Plan, it's a great thing to testify about for Tuesday. Again, try and send it via e-comment. We'd like to see the council to be able to actually get through the voting. And we love, 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 love when people come in person on Zoom and testify. But we've been seeing a lot of testimonies, and they've asked that we e-comment just for this meeting specifically. The Water Use and Development Plan can be found on our website, mauipononetwork.org. You can link there, or you can link in at the county. We need to amend this Water Use and Development Plan before it's passed. It doesn't address Native Hawaiian practicing. It doesn't address the most up and current data according to who's using what. It really just wasn't complete, and we don't want it to pass as it is. It has a lot of amendments that need to happen. You can reach out to the Sierra Club. They have some information on their website about what they'd like to see amended. And again, Maui Pono Network has information on our website that you can see about that if you're wondering how to testify with that Water Use and Development Plan. But this will be an ongoing discussion until September. September is the deadline for that to get turned into the state. So we'll keep you up to date on that. The other meeting that would be great to tune into is Friday's Maui County Council meeting. It starts at 9 a.m. There's a lot of appointments to boards and commissions that are happening on Friday. You can look at our our preview of that meeting on our website, or you can just access the agenda and see what appointments are happening. The boards and commissions are so important for what happens to us on a daily basis. They're the ones that really put all of these ordinances and laws into motion. And so we as a community really need to pay attention to the boards and commissions. We need to pay attention to who's appointed. We need to pay attention to the decisions that they're making. And again, Maui Pono Network is here to help the community really gain that transparency that we've been lacking in years past. There's something very interesting. There are two things very interesting happening on Friday as well at that council meeting. Kelly King has just been on fire lately. She's been putting forth a lot of environmental protection bills and ordinances, and we applaud her for that. It's been a lot of hard work. She and her staff have been just gung-ho on that. And on Friday, she's proposing a bill that disallows infrastructure or development in sea level rise exposure areas. So these are our most vulnerable areas at the sea level, that we don't want to see roads, infrastructure, utilities, and more development in those areas. It's not safe. It's not good for the ocean. It's not safe for the developments. We're expecting sea level rise. Even without sea level rise, right now, they see a lot more in storm surge destruction and beach erosion because of that development. So that's an important bill. If you are willing, please submit testimony to support that bill. And there's another bill coming up that you may be on one side or the other, but it was suggested by the planning department, and that is relating to short-term rentals and bed and breakfasts, and amending it to make it easier for local residents to have bed and breakfasts or short-term vacation rentals, and making it more difficult for non-residents to hold those, to be licensed to do that. And there's kind of debate on both sides. I'm really interested to see what happens in this meeting, who comes forth to testify in one way or another. Personally, I am in support of local people having more access directly to tourism dollars, instead of seeing 80% of our tourism dollars leave the island to offshore corporations. It might be good to balance that a little more, and it might make housing more affordable to local residents if they have an opportunity to rent one room out in their house, for example, or whatever. But, there's also community degrading aspects of having vacation rentals in neighborhoods. So, there's kind of weighing on both sides. I'll be there. I hope you'll be there too, listening to what our community has to say about that proposed bill. There are lots of other meetings and boards and commissions going on this week, so please check out MauiPonoNetwork.org or go to our Facebook site, find out what's there. We would love to see you get involved on these issues. We'd love to know what you think about it. We'd love to know how we can help your voice be heard at a greater level. Again, I'm Asia Iyer, and we'll see you next week.